Hey guys, Mike here. So today, I'm here to talk to you about 2019's The Red Sea Diving Resort, starring Chris Evans as Ari Levinson. In the Red Sea Diving Resort, Israel's Mossad agents attempt to rescue Jewish Ethiopian refugees from Sudan in 1979, and so we have the Red Sea Diving Resort. So guys, today's review was requested by one of my friends, Dan, who told me that I needed to watch this film. And honestly, I found this kind of a bit of a strange recommendation, because my friends have recommended to me absolute classics. They've recommended me absolutely stupid films. They've recommended absolutely terrible movies. But this was just kind of a middle-of-the-road kind of recommendation. Because when I was asking for requests, this isn't exactly a film that I'd think out of all of the movies that I'd want a person to see, would I pick this one? But nonetheless, it was requested to me, so I watched it anyway. So, what did I think of the Red Sea Diving Resort? Well, honestly, I knew nothing about this one going into it. All I really knew is that Chris Evans is in it. And basically, Chris Evans is basically the best thing about the film. No one does unwavering determination like Chris Evans. I mean, there is a lot of Captain America within Chris Evans' performance within this film, but it was never distracting. I didn't just sit there thinking constantly, wow, what's Captain America going to do next? Neither was I really thinking, oh, what's Chris Evans going to do next? I was just really invested in the character, and all other performances or anything just kind of went out of my head when I was watching him. Though at the same time, at the back of my head, I did still have this kind of Captain America feel throughout the film, but that's to be expected when the guy's played the character for so long. And everyone else in the film's okay as well. Everyone does their jobs, no one's really amazingly outstanding. They all have great chemistry, they're somewhat interesting characters, and they do what they gotta do. And as well, when watching this film, I didn't really know anything about the subject matter within this film before watching it. And don't get me wrong, I knew about the whole refugee thing because it's still pretty much going on to this day, and it'll probably be going on till probably the end of time. But really, this movie isn't about the politics of the situation. Though it is mentioned throughout the film, it's about the people. It's about getting these people out from one place and taking them to a safer place. And this kind of basic binary storytelling is a lot of what drives Chris Evans' character. Because though he's not an idiot and he does do a fair bit of planning, at the end of the day, it's about saving the people. Though, like I said, he is a planner. He doesn't think like 12 steps ahead. Like, he doesn't think how this will affect him in the future. He's just focused on the now. And that was what made him an interesting but flawed character. And as well, when other characters are telling him to stop and think about it, he just doesn't listen to them. He's just concerned with the mission. And as well, I would say that the film does have a decent blend of comedy and drama. Because while it can be lighthearted and fun, and you can kind of get to know these characters, it isn't really stupid or ridiculous all the time. And at the other times, when it's really dark and serious, it doesn't really make the film feel miserable all the time. They managed to find a nice, decent blend, and at the end, once you've kind of gotten used to the characters, got to know them a bit more, it gets a lot more serious, thus you can take the movie a lot more seriously and get more invested. Because honestly, if we didn't have that initial part of the characters being kind of light-hearted and likeable, it would have made the ending probably less enjoyable. I'm not saying that's a hard rule for every kind of movie, but when your movie is kind of, honestly, a bit below average, it definitely helps make the characters a lot more likeable going in towards the end. Overall, guys, there's not really much I can say about this one. The characters are likeable, the story was interesting, I like the whole kind of optimistic atmosphere about this film, and it does shed some light on some interesting topics. But at the end of the day, this is a fairly run-of-the-mill biopic. It doesn't do anything amazing, and it doesn't do anything particularly terrible either. It just kind of does what it needs to do, and that's it. No more, no less. But do I think you guys should watch this one? Honestly, I have kind of a bit of a hard time recommending this one. Not because of any lack of quality, but at the same time for not really excelling in anything either. I'd say if you're interested in watching it, I wouldn't exactly deter you from watching it. Just go in thinking that you're not exactly going to watch the next amazing Oscar pick movie. As well, I'd say, if you like Chris Evans, then you'll probably be in for a good time as well. So guys, that's my review of the Red Sea Diving Resort. Do you love it? Do you hate it? What do you think I should watch next? Whatever it is, drop it in the comments below. Until next time, I've been Michael. See ya!